Welcome back for another vlogging of my vlogs. Screwing around with this lighting, I have to tilt that up. I hope you can see me okay. I try to adjust this lighting here. Like I said, these vlogs are pretty much informal. Maybe when I'm old, I can look at some of my old stuff and reflect, I guess. I'm old now. So. Okay, let's jump into episode 6. Deal Me In. I forgot what the hell the title was. It's Deal Me In. Now, I'm not sure. I think I got like 6. Yeah, Deal Me In. Now, this one right here, originally it was not in any of the scripts. Now I told Fabian, look, we need to add something with these two characters, Octavio and Jonathan. Octavio's character, as I mentioned, he's an oddball character. Well, they're both oddball. Sebastian with this poetry shit, and that'll change over time. But Octavio's character, he's more of a mischievous character. He'll suggest and try to push the stuff that that's why they're in this, also part of this mess, because they listen to him about renting out the room, not once but twice. But moving on with this Deal Me In, I told my man, let's see if we can create something where these two characters interacting, because they're so opposite. So what I wound up doing is how I started this. I kind of got an idea because during this filming, I actually got into Breaking Bad, and Breaking Bad I think was, it was the last season of that. I think while it was playing, while I was shooting this, I think it was the last season. So obviously I'd been missing it all this time. I really didn't know not much about it, but once I started watching it, I got hooked. And I watched I think there's 5 seasons. I watched all 5 seasons of Breaking Bad in 3 weeks. I was that hooked. As soon as I got home, I spent like an hour and a half watching the damn things. Like, man, I can't get enough of this stuff. But the way that Breaking Bad would start, it would start off with, a scene before it got into the credits. And I said, I like that. So somewhere in the middle of this is when I started actually watching it, and I just said, you know what, I want to shake it up. And I think I started it before this particular one where I introduced Jonathan's character. So I introduced it with getting himself mic and getting his own camera ready. And so that's what actually gave me the idea. I kind of like that. So moving on to this Deal Me In, I started with a photo shoot. Now, was that Jackie in that photo shoot? You would like to think so, right? Jackie, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to tell him, it is not Jackie in the photo shoot. I don't know if she would agree to do a photo shoot with me wearing Santa Claus or skimpy outfit. Actually, she did a filming with me when Las Volteas with Wizard, where she just barely covered with her towel and she was wearing a skimpy outfit. So, anyways, I won't go into that one. I decided to start with that and kind of lead into where we can bring these two characters in and actually start finding the pictures. We talked about it, so we'll go ahead and do this. A lot of this was improv, but we talked about it with the whole cast that we had to improv on this, but because I want to get these 2 extra characters in here. Now that being said, I had to go through old footages and I found the pictures I had taken earlier, and actually I was using my camcorder to film some of it also, because I've come to realize over the years is I can, if I leave my cameras running, I never know what I can use them for. I really don't. I want to say maybe 95% of the time I'll never use it. You know, eventually it'll get deleted. So, but during this, I figured, you know what? I think I got some footage where I could use it, and I actually did use it. How do you say it? Stunt double, or yeah, I think it's in stunt double. In actuality, that photo shoot, it was well, I won't say. You can ask me later, but I won't say. You know, obviously it's supposed to be Jack in that character in that picture. I had to do some Photoshop. Now the Photoshop is, I'm not good at Photoshopping, so obviously if you really stop it and freeze and take a look at that, you know, you'll be able to tell it's not, you know, it's superimposed. So, but for the filming, you know, it's going to be a quick motion. You'll be able just to, oh, that's Jack. The thing about this is, when these guys were going to be dealing the cards and they were going to take, you know, the winner was going to take all the pictures. Somewhere in between that, I was thinking, you know what? With Octavio's character as crazy as he is, he's going to, because we're trying to figure out, well, what can we use to you know, to bet with? Well, why don't we just have Octavio cut up the pictures and use those as the money, you know, as the bet. So at least whoever wins it gets the entire thing and can put it back together as a puzzle. So obviously the way it went down, I had Jackie, you know, Jackie and Hernando's scene in this were brief. You know, all they were gonna do is say, you know, Jackie was hiding it for a present for most likely Hernando. So that was the intent. But knowing Jackie's character, Magda, she might have given it to Danny. Maybe somebody else, I don't know. She hit him there, and then obviously Octavio just helped himself and found him by accident. But the kicker about this was Octavio was going to get drunk during the card game. And at the very end, some of the photos were going to be taken off with Jonathan, and Octavio was going to get the rest. Well, honestly, Octavio, toward the very end of the scene, Octavio tried to, you know, put the pieces together, and I told him, man, this would be funny because once he puts the pieces together, he's gonna say, "You're the perfect woman for me," and obviously, if you look at that particular episode, it's not it's something less than perfect on the picture. So I thought that ended well as far as trying to put Octavio's character in with. Those trying to get Magda's, you know, sexy photos, but it was less than perfect on that. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. If you watched it, if not, hopefully you can watch it. But we'll see you on episode 7 vlog. Take care.